Pretty shocking, really. Very pleased, very grateful to the people of Bradford West for putting their faith and trust in me. It's a huge honour. But yeah, I think Bradford West, it bucks the trend, and it continues to do so. And it's it's a good feeling to have that local result. Yes. What it means for my constituencies is for me, it's all these constituencies, people have voted for wanting a Labour government, and unfortunately I won't be able to deliver against the manifesto, the radical manifesto upon which they've cast their vote. That's a real shame. That really is for us. I'd like to have been able to, and I think now it's about, like I said in my speech, it's about holding this government to account, and the fight continues. My hopes for the future would be that we do get investment into Bradford West, and that we have a reduction in the food banks, that we don't have the kind of Prime Minister who's using the rhetoric that he does, or he certainly has in the past. I hope that changes. I hope, I really do hope that we are able to deliver something for the constituents. And these are things that are really, really important. The NHS shortages, the investment in policing, frontline policing in particular, the investment in Bradford West. All the schools have had shortages and are predicted further shortages till 2020. That's a worry for me, and I really, really want to change that and shift it and work as hard as I have been doing and continue to do for the people of Bradford West. Well, locally, people have elected me on my history, on my record, and nationally, I think Brexit has had a huge part to play, but that doesn't abdicate our responsibility for looking at everything else that has also, potentially happened, and what we haven't managed to convince the people of Great Britain to return a Labour government. So we need to take a good look at that.
Yes, of course, I'm very grateful to the people of Bradford East who have once again put their trust and confidence in me as local Member of Parliament, and to continue serving as a servant to the people of Bradford East. But of course, it is disappointing in terms of the emerging national picture, which clearly does lighten the joy that we may locally have. We've had good results in Bradford, but many good colleagues have lost their seats up and down the country. For my constituency, the people of Bradford East, I think, have sent a very clear message. The people of Bradford East have rejected the ideological austerity that we have seen for the last decade, that has devastated our communities, that has put our NHS on its knees, that has meant our schools are underfunded, that has meant more people using food banks, that has meant more people homeless. These are all real issues. When I've been on the campaign trail over the last few weeks, that's the conversations I've been having with people on the doorstep. That's the conversation I've been having with people across the district in polling stations today, and people are worried. The simple fact is that the social injustice that we see in places like Bradford, when the United Nations has to do a report in one of the largest economies in the world on poverty and destitution, as I said in my speech, that is a time when we should all be worried and concerned. And this government, well, not this government in making, but also Boris Johnson has made some, very bold pledges over this term, and let's see how he addresses some of those issues. And as a Member of Parliament for Bradford East, I will hold this government to account at every given opportunity, and I will make sure that the people I represent's voices are heard loud and clear. But look, like I said, it's a disappointing result. I think we had a very exciting manifesto. We built and strengthened on our 2017 manifesto, which saw considerable support from around the country. But this was a different type of an election because it was against the Brexit backdrop, and clearly that is now clear that had an effect. And I think we've got, as a party, some reflection to do and to move forward on that. But that will happen over the coming days and weeks.